Hello everyone, I'm Natalia Bilbao, and here's what's happening in LA this week. Before the city of Los Angeles was ever founded, indigenous Gabrieleño Tongva lived on the land. Chief Anthony Red Blood Morales joined Mayor Karen Bass in the Department of Recreation and Parks to restore the tribal name to a downtown park.
Today
we're here at the Los Angeles Plaza Park for the renaming of this park to the Yaangna Park.
Today we stand on our ancestral village of Yaangna, which later on became Los Angeles. So we're here in the center of our ancestral village, Yaangna. We're here at a park that's been dedicated in honor of the village of Yaangna.
This is a good story, and it's a moment that gives me such pride as an Angelino and as a Californian, because we're going against a current that is happening in our country that is not just ignoring our history, denying our history, but making our history illegal to be taught. But in LA, we are celebrating our history.
Here in Los Angeles, we're embracing our culture. This is a melting pot of a city with different types of cultures, and I think it's very important that we respect our forefathers that were here before us, as well as the indigenous people that really cultivated this land. And so we're here really celebrating and recognizing the people that were here before us.
It's important to us that we're finally being recognized, that we're finally being visible, we're finally having a voice, and it's way overdue because we are the true founders of Los Angeles, and it's overdue that Los Angeles should start including us moving forward.
It is past due for us to name this the name that it originally was, and for us to say this history is not going to be represented by an individual who oppressed the very population that is native to this land.
For more information on our parks, not only Yaangna Park, but all of our other parks in our park system, they could visit laparks.org, where we have a lot of information, not only about our programs, but also our parks as well.
A new neighborhood plan is just starting to take place in MacArthur Park. In this densely populated community, most people live in apartments, so Councilmember Eunice Hernandez is digging in to help provide more green spaces and play areas for everyone to enjoy.
Today we're here in the neighborhood of MacArthur Park, starting the groundbreaking of what's going to be a new jungle gym and swing set for this neighborhood.
A lot of the families here in this area live in an apartment-style residence. So there is no front yard, there is no backyard. This is the source of grass and open landscaping for the families to use.
And this play area for young people and kids is way overdue for this neighborhood. This park has existed for decades upon decades. So much opportunity sitting, waiting to be activated, and so this is one of our moments and projects to activate this space. We're also talking with indigenous groups about bringing different indigenous fields here. We're talking about trying to close down Wilshire Boulevard intermittently to create more spaces for different types of mobility. And we have an overdose plan to tackle what's happening here in MacArthur Park with the open-air drug use and overdoses. So this is one part of a big plan that we have for this neighborhood, where we're really trying to invest in a place that has been not invested in for a long time.
We did have renovations that happened to the lakeside starting in 2021 with new irrigation, new landscaping. Creating a new playground space will benefit just even more families in our neighborhood. We offer many different types of recreation here. We still have our after-school programming. We have summer and winter camps. We have our soccer leagues, as well as wrestling that isn't offered at any of our other parks currently. So we're really hoping to have the families and community engage as much as possible in MacArthur Park.
que está muy bien que lo hagan porque lo necesitamos y el parque va a quedar muy bonito y eso lo va a ver la gente y yo sé que ellos van a venir a visitar MacArthur Park porque aquí en MacArthur Park se llevan muchos eventos y todo lo que está haciendo es para un cambio mejor.
I'm really excited about this playground opening for this community. The community has been telling us we want more green space, we want more place for our kids to go. And this is just gonna be a beautiful sight when we open it next year. And you're gonna just see a bunch of kids playing. I'm just super excited for that moment.
LA Mayor's office partnered with city and county housing authorities to meet with local landlords. Private sector landlords have a role to play in helping to house people who have experienced homelessness.
We're throwing an event today for landlords. Landlords are critical to the entire city to take in tenants that have Section 8 voucher assistance. And we do this on a regular basis except to be interrupted by the pandemic. So this is our first time doing it for a while, first time with Mayor Bass, who would love to be here today. She recognizes the importance of this. So we'll bring the landlords up to speed on what's available for them.
At the LACDA, we deeply appreciate our partnership with our housing providers and value your unwavering dedication.
So the participants are the owners, our housing providers, our stakeholders, so we're hoping that they take this information and continue to partner with us, continue to, when they have vacant units, to let us know so we can house these families and get them housed and get them just, like I said, enhance their quality of life, just really help them. We have a lot of information here. You can go to our organization's website, lacda.org, and look at our housing incentive program and open doors, just things that we offer for the owner to incentivize their partnership with us.
We realize that there are only going to be a handful of landlords here. We hope to draw in new landlords that aren't that familiar with the program. We'll be doing more of these events throughout different parts of the city as well. We have the information up on our website. We'll be doing more marketing and reaching out to the landlord community. So this is full-on landlords. Let's get on board and let's work together on this.
For more information on housing resources, check out Housing Authority of the City of Los Angeles, HACLA, at HACLA.org. One of LA's favorite holiday traditions brings out all the stars in Hollywood. The Hollywood Christmas Parade featured Grand Marshal Colonel Paris D. Davis, as well as marching bands, performances, and festive fun. The red carpet was rolled out for the season's biggest A-lister, Santa Claus himself.
We're in Hollywood. We're at the 91st annual Hollywood Christmas Parade. It's about to start.
It's just one of Los Angeles' incredible holiday traditions.
It's been going on for 91 years right out here on Hollywood Boulevard. It used to be called the Santa Claus Lane Parade.
This is a wonderful parade for children, and we love it when they line up the streets. And they love the cars that we bring, the bands, the balloons, and they love Laura.
People are tired of being locked up. They want to be out and about and intermingle with other people.
Welcome back, celebrate it, enjoy it.
We're going to celebrate a wonderful man, an American hero, a war hero, Colonel Paris D. Davis.
The Grand Marshal is an absolute superhero of a man, the Colonel, what he's been through. I ask people to take a look and see what his exploits have been and his story. It's incredible.
And he's received the Congressional Medal of Honor from President Biden. Long in coming.
There's a lot of excitement in LA. We've got a new mayor who's doing a great job. People are, coming out of the pandemic. And I just think it's important for all of us to believe that tomorrow's going to be better, and then we help make it together, make it better.
It's great to be in an event like this that brings everyone in Los Angeles together in a festive, fun environment to start off the holiday season.
It's an opportunity for people to start your whole Christmas and holiday season off right now in the spirit of giving, not getting.
We're also here for the Marine Toys for Tots. We
Right.
support them every year so that no child is forgotten at Christmas time.
I dedicate my performance to the great Toys for Tots.
If anybody is interested in donating to Toys for Tots, they can go to toysfortots.org.
I love Hollywood. I love parades. You know, Frosty the Snowman loaned me the hat. I have to get it back before the sun comes up because we don't want Frosty to melt.
At the end, apparently some guy in red with a beard comes out. I don't know.
A special event was held in South Los Angeles to ensure veterans know they are supported in civilian life. The Veterans Administration and community groups came together to celebrate local veterans and meet them in their community.
So today we have the South LA Veterans Block Party and Car Show, hosted by the VA, Veterans Stand Together, and other community partners.
We are very happy to be a part of today's Veterans Day event. It is important for us to come together to provide much needed services for our veteran community.
It's important for the veteran community and the community partners to make sure that we're doing outreach with the veteran community, letting them know that we're here to serve them and that they can actually get services at no cost. So we meet the veteran where they are at their milestone, whether it's drug addiction, alcohol addiction, needing a VA claim, needing housing, food insecurity. We work with other community partners to make sure and ensure that they get the proper services immediately.
South LA is one of the communities that's saturated with veterans. These veterans miss out on a lot of opportunities that a lot of veterans in other areas are afforded. And because we're in South LA today, this shows them that the VA cares about them. So they're bringing some of the resources to them in their neighborhoods. They don't have to travel to the west side. They don't have to travel far and wide. Veterans have to travel very far in order to receive veteran services, and today they don't. All they have to do is cross the street, go around the corner, go to a neighborhood park, and the VA is here for them today.
Councilmember Kern Price's office is a very strong supporter of veterans. He has made sure that we have permanent supportive housing opportunities here in Council District 9, such as the Rice Apartments and Casa de Rosas, that not only provide a safe space for veterans to live in, but also a space for them to connect with other fellow veterans.
It's important to me because I am a veteran myself. I received VA health care, and I feel that it's very important to give. You have to give back because you never know when you're going to need somebody to give to you.
Our organization was created out of suicide prevention, and it's really important to understand that not all veterans are going to reach out to everyone else. We need to be very active and proactive in reaching the veteran, giving them proper peer support, and ensuring that long-term we make sure that they're successful and they can self-advocate. I'm very proud of the fact that the attendance here, all the community partners coming together, the collaboration has been for months, and at the end of the day, we need to be doing this more often.
The Department of Cultural Affairs, DCA, has opened the 2023-2024 funding cycle for the Public Space Activation Fund, PAF. PAF supports a wide range of creative projects in Los Angeles city neighborhoods where the arts are absent or scarce. Eligible applicants are LA-based community entrepreneurs such as independent artists, cultural artists, nonprofit organizations, and neighborhood business managers. Funding levels and eligible requests range from $600 to $45,000 based on the category and complexity of proposed projects. PAF proposals are accepted online from the first Thursday of each month through July 2024, and applications are typically reviewed within 20 business days. For eligibility requirements and application instructions, please go to culturela.org/grants/PAF. A City of Los Angeles sanitation worker was honored by the Board of Public Works for his public service career, now in its 50th year. David Cook began working for the City of Los Angeles in 1973 when he applied for a job with the Department of Recreation and Parks. Later, Cook moved to LA City's sanitation department, where he is employed in the Clean Water Conveyance Division as a wastewater collection worker. Cook's interests include car racing and fishing. He's a fan of country music and is well known on the job for his cowboy-style safety helmet. Cook has no plans to retire. For more information on City of Los Angeles Board of Public Works, go to dpw.lacity.gov. LA's Harbor Commission has approved its first community investment grants, which will offer funds of around $1.3 million to 65 local organizations. 2 maritime educational programs get the first community grants: EXP, formerly known as International Trade Education Programs, and the Los Angeles Maritime Institute. EXP, which serves high school students, will use the funds for next-generation maritime career and workforce development. Los Angeles Maritime Institute's award will support Top Sail, its experimental educational sailing program for at-risk youth. Community investment grants for a further 63 local community organizations will be announced in early 2024. For more information, visit portoflosangeles.org/news.
Councilmember Bob Blumenfield hosted family members of people being held hostage by Hamas since October 7th. They share their personal and compelling stories to raise awareness of the ongoing situation and in hopes of speeding their relatives' release.
In the early hours of October 7th, Palestinian militants in Gaza fired thousands of rockets into Israel, according to the Israeli military. At the same time, gunmen started to enter Israeli territory from Gaza in a number of locations.
This is something that all of us take very personally here in Los Angeles, especially the Jewish community. All of us have friends or family that are in Israel. And so we had some of those family members here telling their personal and very compelling stories about what happened and humanizing the plea and making sure that that message gets out there. Myself and a number of colleagues stood in solidarity with them to show that we in Los Angeles are with them. We want all the hostages to be returned safely and back to their families. People who were innocent civilians, women, children, men, old, young, were just basically ripped from their families and if not murdered, then taken hostage.
There are over 100 hostages still in the hands of Hamas. All of them should be returned home immediately.
I'm here to speak on behalf of my cousin, Itai Svirsky. He was kidnapped on October 7th and is now held hostage in Gaza. It's the 56th day that he is there, and I came to raise awareness about the situation.
City of Los Angeles, myself and my colleagues, and the mayor, we stand in solidarity with the victims. We stand in solidarity with the hostages that have been taken, and we wish a long-lasting peace to happen as soon as possible, and for Hamas to give up its pursuit of the destruction of Israel.
The mantra of shop local has never been more necessary for small neighborhood businesses. In South LA, Alameda Swap Meet is a busy hub of retailers welcoming customers to shop on Small Business Saturday.
So today is 2023 Small Business Saturday, and we're here today to encourage our consumers, our neighbors, our friends, our families to shop locally. We have a lot of businesses that make up our community, and a lot of these are local families. And so as we start getting ready to kick off the holiday season, we want to encourage everybody to think and shop locally. Today we find ourselves at the Alameda Swap Meet, where it's the cultural hub of Council District 9. And so here we have a lot of different vendors, different types of food, different types of music and fun. COVID was a very difficult time for a lot of our businesses, and since then the city has taken a variety of different measures to help out the cities. We have the Business Resource Center, and we're here to assist our businesses in finding the variety of different types of assistance that they have, including technical assistance through our Business Resource Center networks that we have through the city. You know, for a lot of these vendors, this is actually the most important time of the year. You know, this is when a lot of them make their best sales as we're getting into the holiday season. And this is why we're here trying to help make the connection for our neighborhoods and for our families and residents to understand why and how they can help keep their communities vibrant. You keep your communities vibrant by doing business locally, by maintaining the dollars here in the community. And so, you know, we just want to encourage everybody to make sure that this holiday season, that as you're shopping, to keep our communities in mind, to keep our families in mind, because the more you shop locally, the better our communities can kind of move forward. As a Business Resource Center Director, I just want to also let our businesses know that we're also here ready and willing to help you. We are located at 4301 South Central Avenue, and our phone number is 323-846-2651. Thank you.
It's LA Zoo, but not as we know it. The zoo is lit up like, well, the holidays, with new lantern exhibits, immersive displays, and great spots for those selfies. LA Zoo Lights Animals Aglow is putting on a wild holiday light show.
We are at the Los Angeles Zoo with our beloved LA Zoo Lights Animals Aglow, a tradition that has been going on for 9 years. One of the special parts of this event is seeing the incredible animals that are just larger than life light up in these lanterns and giving people a different opportunity to have a great time.
LA Zoo Lights has really become a beloved holiday tradition for many Angelinos, and we're so happy that people come back year after year. I really love the new lands that we're offering this year. We have something called Winter Wildlands, which is a magnificent holiday wonderland with snow-loving animals and ice crystals and snow people and holiday trees and a giant snow globe. So I'm really excited about this year's LA Zoo Lights. It is so beautiful. The artistry is just incomparable.
We have a family New Year's Eve party. We have an opportunity for people that have sensory issues to come and have an incredible experience. So we want to celebrate all of the diversity of our communities and welcome everyone here. And so we're so excited to be able to bring this event to all of the communities of Los Angeles. But it's not too late because we've just gotten started. The event runs November 17th through January 7th. People can get their tickets at www.lazoo.org and not miss this incredible opportunity to have a great time with their family and friends during the holiday season. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. It's incredible, and come out and see the zoo at night.
Did you give me? You got it? Oh, I'm giving it.
In this week's feature story, LA County District Attorney George Gascón shares some highlights and challenges he has faced since he took office in 2020. While public safety and reform can travel together, Gascón acknowledges that the system needs increased capacity to deal with issues such as mental health.
Well, he was sworn in December of 2020, promising bold reform. And today we're going to check in on how things are going. I'm delighted to be joined by District Attorney George Gascón.
Hello,
nice
Maria.
to have you here.
Maria, so good to see you.
Because the pursuit of justice must be timeless. And that is why we will work to correct the injustices of the past.
You just put out a midterm report for this year, and you outlined several key areas and outcomes. What do you consider to be the highlights of that report?
I think the highlights of the report is we're seeing crime beginning to go back down to pre-pandemic periods. So it's very rewarding for me to affirm the fact that we said from the very beginning that, you know, public safety and reform actually travel together and they can be complementary to one another. You know, during the time when I was sworn in, we were in the middle of the pandemic, and nationally, we saw an increase in crime. And unfortunately, it coincided with my being sworn in and the implementation of a lot of this reform. And now seeing crime going back to pre-pandemic period,
I think is incredibly rewarding for me, and it's an affirmation that we're on the right path.
Handling cases that should not go to jail/prison, especially when it comes to addiction or self-imposed harm. How are the opportunities presenting themselves for alternate therapy, for alternate help? How is that policy and process? Are there alternates being put in place for the amount of people that need that help?
We're working very closely with all the stakeholders, including law enforcement as well as community-based organizations and our board of supervisors, to increase the capacity to provide for the intervention that is appropriate for people that have mental health issues, substance dependence, a combination of two. We continue to be challenged, of course, with the not sufficient resources, right? So much of what we deal with is impacted by mental health. You know, if you talk to anyone, would tell you that easily at least 40% of the people that are in county jail every day have some level of mental health problems, some of them very acute. And often our prosecutors are faced with really poor options, right? We have somebody that cannot be released on the street because they may be dangerous at that moment or they have other issues. We recognize that they have a mental health problem. The best place for them would be a treatment facility that has, that is a secure facility, but we don't have ability for that sometimes, and then we end up sending the person to jail. It compounds the problem, though, because not only is the jail not the place to deal with this problem, but then we also are facing a jail overcrowding problem, right? So the sheriff, on the other hand, is facing the reality that he has to release people, sometimes even if he may not want to, because we're over capacity every single day. So it becomes a very delicate dance.
All right. Well, thank you so much for taking this precious time. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you back.
Maria, my pleasure. I look forward to next year.
Thank you.
Take care.
Las Posadas is a free nightly holiday tradition for 9 nights before Christmas, hosted by El Pueblo Historical Monument and Olvera Street Merchants. Traveling carolers representing Mary and Joseph sing the song Searching for an Inn, while the innkeeper's singing response turns them away. This recreation of the journey of Mary and Joseph to Bethlehem is celebrated with traditional songs, colorful costumes, and vibrant music. Everyone is welcome to participate in this free, family-friendly event. The festivities begin at 6:30 p.m. each night from December 16th to the 24th and include a children's piñata and the candlelit procession at the Avila Adobe at 7:15 p.m. For more information, visit elpueblo.lacity.gov/events. Get involved in a Christmas community cleanup. Councilmember Eunices Hernandez, the Pico Union Neighborhood Council, Koreatown Youth and Community Center, and the City of LA's Office of Community Beautification invite you to join them in a cleanup of the Pico Union neighborhood for the holiday season. Join other volunteers, meet neighbors, and make friends in this mid-city community activity taking place on Saturday, December 16th from 8 a.m. at 1420 South Arapahoe Street. The cleanup event is free, open to all ages, and volunteers get snacks and drinks. For more details, visit the Office of Community Beautification website at laocb.org/events. Nothing says holidays quite like gingerbread. The Lincoln Heights branch of Los Angeles Public Library invites you to their winter celebrations, including this tasty event, Building a Winter Gingerbread House. Join the library for this arts and crafts project when they will be making gingerbread houses. All the construction ingredients are provided, along with snacks while supplies last. All ages are welcome to this free in-person and hands-on event at the Lincoln Heights Branch Library on Workman Street, Saturday, December 16th at 2 p.m. For ADA accommodations, please call the library 72 hours ahead of the event. For more details, visit lapl.org/events. And that's a look at some things to do.
And that's all for this week. I'm Natalia Bilbao, and from all of us here at LA This Week, thank you so much for joining us. Remember that you can watch us online anytime at lacityview.org, and we're also on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube. See you next time for more LA This Week.